Hi guys, and welcome to Dee's Media World. I know this video is like a week late, but I've been so busy lately that I haven't been able to make any videos. But I did want to do my Steven Universe reviews up until this point. So this one is going to be Super Watermelon Island, and then I'm going to do Gym Drill maybe separately, and then I'll do the next episode after that. So the first episode that started season 3 was Super Watermelon Island, and it was a great episode. It was actually the one that was leaked a little bit a couple months ago in February, where the fight between Alexandrite and Malachite was leaked. And I admit I did see it. But that didn't actually stop my enjoyment of the episode. The episode itself was a lot of fun. So this episode is where Steven wakes up and he finds himself in the body of one of those watermelon Stevens he made way back in season 1. I think I only saw that episode maybe one time back in season 1 with the watermelon Stevens. Any case, he makes the watermelon. He wakes up in the watermelon and he finds out that they have this like grand society of like generations of watermelon people, and that they actually sacrifice one of the watermelons to Malachite with the presumably as a Steven sacrifice, I guess you could say, because they put the star on the watermelon, and basically Malachite presumably kills them. I guess she eats them. I don't know. But in any case, Steven tells the Crystal Gems this, and well, he doesn't tell them all the details, but he tells them that Malachite is on that island, and they go over there really quickly, and they basically turn into Alexandrite and have this awesome fight with Malachite. The pros and cons of this episode, I think the biggest one of the pros of Steven Universe in general is lately, especially since like season 2 or like probably the second half of season 1, has been how amazing the animation is. It still stuns me how beautiful the colors, how beautiful the lines are, the artwork is in Steven Universe, how the skies look, how the characters look. Even the smallest details look fantastic on Steven Universe. But that's nothing new. Each episode looks fantastic these days, and I'm more than happy about that. Another pro of the episode, I really liked this idea that Steven could like warp into a watermelon's body. And it sort of makes sense for his character at this point, because if you remember back in season 2, what is that episode called? Chill Tide, where Steven sort of goes to sleep and he wakes up and he's actually able to like speak to Lapis, like the real Lapis. Whatever those abilities he has are, he doesn't have full control over them or anything like that. But I find that kind of interesting that I guess when the time came, he was able to go into one of those watermelons. I don't know. It was kind of funny because I'm curious how long Malachite has been over there, and what her plan was. Actually, now I think about it, I wonder what Malachite's plan was. Like, does she? Because obviously the gems go to Malachite to kill her. I mean, not kill her. Sorry, unfuse her. But Malachite clearly hates Steven. But did she not have any plans to actually go find Steven? Maybe Lapis was able to sort of a little bit rear that back. Another thing I liked about this episode, I love the teamwork, and that was obvious here. Obviously, to be Alexandrite requires teamwork, but the Crystal Gems themselves have come so far from season 1 that they were almost able to fight as Alexandrite mostly flawlessly. Like, they had some slip-ups. There was a part where they almost unfused. But considering the fact that they probably never fused as Alexandrite except like 2 other times, maybe, like probably very little times, they actually were able to fight very well. I like the details of Alexandrite having like all the powers of all their fusions. Like, it had Sardonyx, what was that? Sardonyx hammer, Suglanite's, what was it? Suglanite's thing, whatever, the whip, amethyst whip, whatever, all of that stuff. I love seeing that. That was awesome. I like that Malachite, I love the part when Malachite is just laughing at the Steven watermelons who are trying to help out and get into the fight. And speaking of Steven's warping abilities, or his able to just jump into people's bodies, he's not only able to do that, but he's actually able to rally other watermelons to fight for him and die for him. And I found that kind of interesting, and I feel like that might come into play in another season or in another situation where he could rally, like, not just watermelons, but maybe other types of people to fight for him. Maybe even those jewel shards, those, not jewel shards, this is not Inuyasha, gem particles at the bottom of the earth. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But in any case, that's the great thing. Cons of this episode, it kind of bugged me that Jasper just kind of fell into the abyss. And Pearl does try to sort of grab her. But I was like, dang, I kind of wanted... I don't know what they're going to do with Jasper, and I'm really wanting to see... I know that's not the end of Jasper. There's a lot of reasons why that can't be the end of Jasper. The first one is that no character can just fall off the face of the earth, literally. And us, the audience, with all this social media and technology or whatever, allow that to happen, and without the creators finding out about it and being like, okay, we'll do something with Jasper. I'm not worried about the creators doing something with Jasper. I know they're going to have something planned. I don't really have any predictions, though. There's no way she landed where the Custer is. That's impossible. I really don't have a prediction for Jasper at this point. But at the same time, it makes sense, story-wise, for her to not wake up with the other crystal gems, because who knows what that would lead to. But I'm hoping to see her, like, in the next 5 episodes. I hope, like, I really hope so. And not be forgotten, because Malachite herself has not been mentioned since, like, really early season 2. So I'm hoping they don't do that again with Jasper. I hope to see Jasper again, like, in the next 10 episodes or something like that. Find out what's happening with her and how she's changed. Another thing, in terms of cons, that's probably my only real con. I really love, in terms of back to the pros, I really loved how it ended with Garnet telling Steven that she loves him and stuff like that. I always love when Garnet's like that. It's always so adorable. I'm glad that this was not the season 2 finale, because that would have killed all of us, especially with how we never know when the show's coming back. So that would have probably killed all of us if Super Watermelon Island was the end of season 2 and it ends with the star going and Garnet saying she loves Steven. We wouldn't have been able to handle it. But in any case, I really thought this was a good episode. I thought it was cute. It looked great. I like the fight between Alexandrite and Malachite. I love the animation of when they use Opal's bow, it turns into the 3, Amethyst, Pearl, and Garnet. And it's really, that's a great touch. It wasn't even a necessary touch, but a great touch. I thought that was awesome. And for a moment, that I thought it was interesting that Malachite's fusion was so messed up and strong that when the bow hit the fusion, it seemed like it was really hard for them to unfuse at that point. And I thought that was an interesting touch. And that they both fainted from it. Like, they both were passed out from it. And I thought that was a really great touch. But in any case, that's it for this episode, Super Watermelon Island. And I'll be talking about the next one. See you guys soon.